Hello beautiful people, welcome back. Today we're going to be looking at a perfect 4-2-3-1. It was created at Pro Vercelli actually. I'm doing a stream over on Twitch and we started out in Serie C using a 4-2-3-1. So we've kind of used that tactic, we've tweaked it a little bit and we've created a perfect 4-2-3-1. In this video we've tested it at Benfica. You can also see the results at Pro Vercelli as well in the first season in Serie C, and you guys are going to find out how good of a tactic this really can be. We also in this video are going to be playing a European final against AC Milan with Benfica, so sit back and enjoy the video. If you are enjoying my type of content, make sure you are subscribed, make sure you like the video, leave a comment. You can share the videos as well if you like. All of that is going to help the channel, but now sit back, relax and enjoy the video. Back to the video. This is Pro Vercelli. In the stream, we're currently in the 4th season. I mean, amazing stream. We're currently in Serie A. How we made it into Serie A, I do not know. We were in Serie B. We were actually supposed to only avoid relegation. So at the moment, we're not using a 4-2-3-1. We've actually changed to a 3-1-4-2, something a bit more defensive, something a bit more solid, because we did try the 4-2-3-1 in Serie B, where of course we are paying the lowest wages. I mean, we were getting battered. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm going to be real. We were getting battered, but in the first season in Serie C, we absolutely blitzed it. Now, if I go to the Serie C league, so here we are, Pro Vercelli. I mean, in Serie C, we were predicted to finish, I don't know, maybe around mid-table. So we wasn't even supposed to get promoted from Serie C. It just happened. So we played 38 games. We won 32 of those. We only drew 2, losing 4. We scored 101 goals and conceded 36. I mean, we absolutely blitzed Serie C. We got promoted to Serie B. We found life difficult in the first season. We got into the second season in Serie B and then we got promoted, but of course it came with drama, plenty of drama. So if you are interested in that, make sure you head over Twitch and check out that stream. But we're going to load up the Benfica save now and look at the results over there. So welcome back to Benfica, and as you can see in the league table, I mean, we won that. We smashed the league. We smashed the league, but we're also in the Europa Cup final against AC Milan. We did get knocked out in the Champions League qualifying round, all my fault. I was just rotating my team. I like rotating my side because I always want to get the best possible results in the league table. So sometimes it comes at the cost of getting knocked out in the European trophies, but somehow, even with a rotated squad, we managed to get to the final of the Europa Cup. So let's look at some of the results. Looking at the schedule, you can see, I mean, we were almost won every single game. We almost won every single game in the league, but we lost to Vittoria 2-1 and we lost to 2 long shots. How frustrating, but it would have been fantastic to win 34 games out of 34. It didn't happen. We won 33, we lost 1, we scored 113, so similar to what happened at Pro Vercelli, and we conceded only 17 goals. Absolutely fantastic. Okay, we scored 113. We already discovered that. We had 815 shots at goal. For the fewest shots against, we come in second. For the best pass completion, we come in third. For most possession, we come in second. Highly impressive. Most tackles won, we aren't in the top 8. Most dribbles made, we aren't in the top 8. But when it comes to the clean sheets, we have the most clean sheets and we also have the fewest conceded. Player stats, Darwin Núñez scored 42 goals. I mean, to put that into context, the player that scored the second most goals only scored 18. And Darwin Núñez scored 42, so that's over double. João Mario with the most assists, Everton with the most assists as well. By the way, inside forwards and inverted wingers, their movement have improved a lot. For the most shots, Darwin Núñez. For the most man of the match, Darwin Núñez. For the most key passes, João Mario in the list, Everton and Alex Grimaldo. For the best pass completion, 2 of our centre backs in that list. Most tackles won, nobody there. For the most dribbles made, nobody there. Most clean sheets, it is our goalkeeper on top. And for the fewest conceded, our goalkeeper comes in second, which is a bit of a rip-off considering the goalkeeper that's at top only played 13 games. Madness. Welcome to the data hub, and as you can see for the pass map, it's kind of a crazy tactic. I mean, we've got a nice box here with the 2 centre backs, the 2 central midfielders. That sometimes can happen. A lot of the times, actually, your central midfielder can push really high and beat in this attacking line. At times, we could have 6 attackers. The left winger, the striker, the right winger, attacking midfielder, one of the central midfielders, and even the right back as well. So it is a bit attack heavy, but we also do have a decent rest defense, which kind of balance out this tactic and makes it a very decent tactic. Attacking efficiency, we were aggressive with our shooting, also clinical. For the defensive efficiency, we were quiet and impenetrable. So going forward, great. Defending, great. For the goal output, high quality shooting and strong defending. For the possession, we frequently won the ball, but we were also reliable in possession as well. A huge bonus. We do want to be reliable in possession because it is kind of a possession-based tactic, but I also have a counter-attacking variation as well. For the passing, we made a lot of passes. We were accurate as well. And lastly, looking at the XG table, I mean, for the expected goals, we topped that with 98, almost 30 above Porto. Again, absolutely fantastic. For the expected goals against, we come in second actually. Sporting are first, Benfica are second. Maybe we can tweak something again, just a minor tweak to probably be the best defense in the league as well. But for the expected points, we do top that with 80. I mean, we kind of beat that with 19. We're overperforming by 19 points. Absolutely mental. Now let's look at the squad stats lastly before getting into how we created the tactic. So for the goals, Darwin Núñez, he scored 57 goals. Madness. He is playing as a pressing forward, and as you can see from his attributes, I mean, he really is a pressing forward, no doubt about it. So we are playing him in his favorite position, his preferred role, and we've really got the best out of Darwin Núñez. I have to change my skin colors because he just looks like a world beater when when really 15 is supposed to be a good attribute, not an excellent attribute, but we have tweaked it for our Pro Vercelli save. Now looking at Everton as well as an inside forward, I'm giving a lot away here. He scored 18, got 18 assists, so we do know that the movements and the performance of the inside forward and inverted wingers as well has improved or have improved. As we can see, Rafa here, he scored 11, got 10 assists. No matter who played on the flanks, they all played decent. We got Radonjic as well, I believe that's how you pronounce his name. He scored 4, got 5 assists, only starting 8 games. And we also played our fullback, Diogo Gonzalez. We also played our wing back in those attacking areas, and you can see 15 goals, 9 assists. So even for a defensive player, it works. It does work. So that is the tactic. I mean, that is the result. Sorry. Now let's move over the tactic and let's talk about it. Importantly, it's always about having the right players, the correct players. I picked Benfica because I know they do have the correct players for the system that I want to play. It was created at Pro Vercelli. Again, at Pro Vercelli, we done a similar system where we just went to ability. We sorted the team out by ability. Who's the best players? What are their preferred roles and preferred position to play in? And we tried to get the best out of those specific players. So Darwin Núñez, like we said earlier, he's a pressing forward. Now his current ability is the best, but at the start it wasn't the best. But we did know that Darwin Núñez was going to be the main striker, so it was always about getting the best out of him, how we could supply him, and just how we can get the best out of Darwin Núñez. Pressing forward was always going to be the way to go. He works hard, he's got good teamwork, his off the ball movement isn't that bad, his determination is high, he's brave, he's got high aggression, and more importantly, he is fast. So Darwin Núñez, we tried to get the best out of Darwin Núñez. So all we did for Darwin Núñez is went back to the tactic, we went to pressing forward, and boom, moved it to pressing forward attack. I mean, we can do it from this page here. So as you can see here, we also got the best roles and we also got the best duty as well. The duties we don't kind of listen to, we kind of work that out ourselves. I mean, we got Lucas Vermicio as well at the back with Nicolas Otamendi. Both of them are very good ball playing defenders, and that's what we're going to be using, ball playing defenders. Julian Vigo as well, he's a good DLP. It says the defensive duty is best for him. I didn't really believe so. I mean, he's got very good positioning, very good passing as well. His tackling is good. His vision's very good as well. But for the system, it was always going to be better for us, I think, to have a supportive midfielder in the system. I mean, you're going to see a little bit later why, but we do have a defensive midfielder, or we do have a deep line playmaker in midfield. Now, for the fullbacks, Grimaldo, interestingly, at Pro Vercelli, we did use a wing back, but we did use a wing back on support. Again, you will see a little bit later why, but we do need to have a decent rest defense because we will have a lot of players advancing. So it's always going to be important in having a good rest defense. If we get caught in a counter, do we have enough players back? Now, Julian Vigo, the DLP, he has hold position, so really, he shouldn't be getting further forward and joining the attack. He should be supporting the attack. So he should be kind of one step behind the attackers, where at the back, we will have 3 defenders. So ideally, we will have 4 players at rest defense. Rafa, inverted winger on attack, is literally or exactly what we are going to be doing. And then we have Lazaro. I don't think Lazaro was in the first team. We do have the goalkeeper on sweeper keeper defend. Diogo Gonzalez or Gonzalez, Gonçalves. I don't know. He was supposed to be the wing back, and what of course the idea would have been is have him on the wing back on support. He did play further up later on during the season because we did then play Gilberto and we did play Lazaro as the wing back or fullback. You get the point. So Lazaro, Gilberto and Gonzalez, they're all similar, they're all attacking, they're all great going further forward. So we do have the wing back on support on the right hand side. Now in central midfield, to find a decent balance, we could have had another supportive player in midfield, but we're not really looking for balance here. We're looking for goals, goals and goals. So in midfield, we did have a central midfielder on support. I mean, we got Maite here. Just looking at his attribute, he's a well-balanced midfielder. He can tackle, he can pass, he can get further forward with the off the ball. He's decent with his positioning. He is let down by his work rate, but physically he's decent, mentally he's decent, technically he is also decent. He can be a central midfielder on support, but like I said, we do want to have a little added risk involved. So we did have a central midfielder on attack. Now this looks absolutely crazy. We do have a central midfielder on support, one on attack in a 4-2-3-1. It is a bit crazy, but like I said, to kind of balance it out, to have a decent rest defense, this is the reason why we have the wing back on the left on defend. Otherwise, for Alex Grimaldo, you'll always go for something supportive or even attacking. But in this case, just because of this left side, the central midfielder on attack, we do need to have someone on this side being a little bit solid. So on the left side of attack, we do have Everton. We could have used an inverted winger, which is his preferred role. Maybe it says here that he likes to play as an inverted winger, but we didn't want to have something identical on each flank in attack. We wanted to spice things up, so we did go for the inside forward because we did hear through the grapevine that SI have improved the movements of the inside forward. So I did want to test that out a little bit. Again, at Pro Vercelli, that was way before the update. So we did have two inverted wingers. But after the update, after hearing that they have improved the movements, we did move this or change this to an inside forward, and boy oh boy, was there an improvement. Now lastly, for attacking midfield, we did have João Mario. I mean, we did have someone else as well, Adel Taarabt. If we look at the transfer history, we got absolutely rinsed. Marim Neto left on loan. That was my fault. We have Roman Yaremchuk. He left. Haris Severovic. He left. We have Adel Taarabt. He left. Diogo Nascimento. He left. I mean, the players wanted to leave. I tried to mix up the game time between everyone, but some people just started to complain. And that's it. Yeah. So in attacking midfield, we did go for a shadow striker, someone that can score goals, someone that can also be creative. When we're looking at the team instructions, you're going to see why this benefits the system. But this is the player roles. This is how we created the system, the 4-2-3-1. Now we're going to move over to the style of play, the instructions, the player roles as well, before lastly playing 2 games. We're going to be playing 2 games. We do have a European final, but we also have a big game against Porto. Is it Porto or Sporting? I believe it's Porto. We have a big game against Porto as well. So stay tuned. And now let's move over to the style of play. So this time, as I wanted to try and do something a little bit different. Usually I would be selecting the instructions as I go along and explaining everything, but this time we're going to try it with the instructions already there, just to test things out, just to see if it's easier for you guys to take in the information and if it's easier for me to go over it as well. So for the mentality, we are on positive, but we do also have the counter-attacking version as well, like I mentioned a little earlier, which is also on positive, but that can go to attacking if you really want to. This is always down to you, but sometimes I did go to attacking, especially in Europe to get to the final. I did go for attacking to be a little bit more direct, a little bit more counter-attacking, I guess, because with control, you're trying to control the game, and against better opponents, that could be very difficult. So for in possession, the attacking width is set to fairly wide. I rarely play with that, rarely tweak that. I tend to just leave it on default. For the approach play, we are going to be playing out from the defense. I mean, that is pretty much vital for a team that is trying to control the game. We don't want our defenders to be clearing the ball further forward, because that's just not controlling the game. We are going to be trying to play out from the back, some nice combinations to try and get out of trouble For the passing directness, we are going to be using shorter, try and retain possession a little bit more than default, but with the tempo, we are using higher. So it's kind of a pass and move combination. The players are going to be passing it shorter, but they aren't going to be holding on the ball for too long. They're just going to be knocking the ball about and trying to progress from defense to attack fairly quickly. In the final third, we are going to be shooting on sight with Be More Expressive. That is a deadly combo. For some odd reason, just using shoot on sight doesn't work as effectively as Be More Expressive, because now they have the option to kind of shoot on sight and maybe work the ball into the box, but Be More Expressive, try something different rather than just shooting on sight. Shooting on sight, using these instructions, again, you are only increasing the tendency. This isn't nothing strict. If you want to be a little bit more strict with your instructions, then you will be more expressive. I meant be more disciplined even. But with these instructions, especially with a more positive mentality, you are only increasing the tendency, nothing too strict. If you are working the ball into the box, this is not going to absolutely kill off long shots. Your players are still going to take long shots from time to time. They're still going to hit early crosses from time to time. You're just only increasing the tendency a lot to work the ball into the box. But for this tactic, we are going to be shooting on sight, Be More Expressive with a lot of attacking duties, a lot of attacking roles. This does benefit the tactic a lot. And you would notice that Nunes scores a few rebounds. So maybe shooting on sight benefits a lot of attacking roles in your tactic. We also have run at defense as well. Again, you will notice that the opposing team give away a lot of penalties. In transition, when the possession has been lost, we are going to counter press to put possession, what am I talking about? When possession has been lost, we are going to counter press to put pressure on your opponent soon as you lose the ball. Again, a risky instruction, especially in a 4-2-3-1, where these midfielders and attackers could press, and this could leave a gap between your midfield and defense, but it's a risk worth taking. When in possession, or when possession has been won even, we will make counter-attacking movements, getting players further forward and being a very dominant side. When the goalkeeper's in possession, everything's going to be happening fairly quickly. We're counter-pressing the opponent quickly. We're going to be moving the ball quickly. And also when the possession has been won, we are going to be counter-attacking. So we're trying to move the ball quickly. And that goes for the goalkeeper as well. Distribute quickly, but he is going to distribute to the fullbacks or the centre-backs. And he is going to roll it out. Lastly, out of possession, we are using an offside trap with a higher defensive line. This can be removed, but I do find it effective. The defensive width is narrow, so force the opposition on the outside. We do have a high line of engagement. The trigger press is set to much more often. That is just effective in Football Manager, but much more often works just as well. So if you want to kind of decrease the intensity, then you can use more often if you like. And for the prevent short goalkeeper distribution, well, that is what we are using. So that there is the team instructions. For the player instructions, I mean, we do have sit narrower or sit more narrow on the wing backs. For the centre backs, we do have pass it shorter. The goalkeeper has take fewer risk. In midfield, we do have a deep line playmaker on tackle harder. The central midfielder is going to be taking more risk. He's going to be dribbling more. He's also going to be tackling harder. In the attacking line on the left flank, we do have roam from position and sit more narrow. On the right hand side, we have take more risk, cross more often, roam from position and sit more narrow. In attacking midfield, we just have the shadow striker with nothing. And for the pressing forward, he is going to be shooting more often. I mean, it's clearly working. He has scored 57 goals in 41 starts. But that there, my friends, is the tactic all wrapped up. I hope you have enjoyed me talking, waffling about the tactic and how we created it. I do enjoy recording these videos. Now, these videos aren't there for you just to download the tactic. You can always download the tactic. That option is always going to be there. I have noticed as well, I'm a parent, I have 2 kids. I'm lucky that Football Manager is my living, it's my way of living. But for other people, they do have a 9-to-5. They do have a job outside of being a parent as well. So whilst playing Football Manager, it's difficult for them to sit hours and hours and hours creating a tactic. They just do not have the time for that. So a lot of people, just to enjoy the game, they will just download the tactic and they will just download the tactic and use it. But if you are one of those guys, you can download the tactic, you can tweak it to suit yourself. But if you aren't one of those guys, if you do have the time to create your tactic or you just prefer that way, hopefully these videos do help you creating tactics and picking those right instructions and player roles. But enough of me waffling, let's get into this final. But first, actually, we are going to be playing against Porto and Ow! Actually, for the counter-attacking tactic, in central midfield, we do have a box-to-box midfielder rather than a central midfielder on attack. That is key. That is very key. But for now, we are going to be playing against Porto. Just making sure I haven't forgot anything else. We are going to be playing against Porto. So sit back, enjoy. I've said that so many times. Sit back and enjoy. We're going to play Porto first and then AC Milan in that final. Welcome back. This is the team that we're going for. We've got Grimaldo at left back. We have Lazaro at right back. In midfield, I mean, we don't have our best midfield partnership here, but we are going to be playing Bernardo as a deep line playmaker, Mario as a central midfielder on attack, and we do have a youngster, a very young guy, a 17-year-old as our shadow striker. Gonçalves on the right, Everton on the left, Nunes up top. Let's get stuck in and win this game. Come on, boys. So as this is the main tactic, we are going to be using extended highlights as well. In the European final, we're just going to use key highlights because that's going to be the counter-attacking tactic. We really want to focus on the main tactic. So this game, we are going to be using extended. The next game is going to be key, just to also make sure this video is not too long. But let's get stuck in to this game. So let's go. I had to get my headphones on so I heard a crowd noise, some atmosphere. Valentino, Chernobyl, Gonçalves. Here's Darwin, the main man. So let me pause it a second. Sorry. I won't be pausing it every 5 minutes. But as I said earlier, because we have a lot of attacking players, so you can see one here. Everton, we have Diogo, we have Nadal, we also have Darwin Nunes, we have our central midfielder on attack, and we have our right wing back as well. All attacking. That is good enough as 6 players in attack. Now, our rest defense, they have 2 players up top. We need to kind of stop that. And we have 3 here, so it's 3 versus 2. So we kind of do have a defensive overload here, and we just have this Paulo Bernardo guy just holding his position. Like I said, he is just a step back from the rest of the attackers. Now let's play this and hopefully something good happens from it. Ah, good block. Good block from the Porto midfielder. Corner whips in, Otamendi, and it's headed over. Otamendi is now booked or suspended for the next game. João Mario, Grimaldo, Chernobyl. Oh! Mario just bends it wide. Benfica, I mean, we're kind of the dominant side in our opening 10 minutes of this game. Valentino crosses it. Darwin Nunes. Oh! He's been finishing that all season. He's been finishing that chance all season. And now for a video, he decides to miss it. Here's Vermicio, Grimaldo. Everton now. Grimaldo, what a ball to Diogo. He's got to bury. Oh my God. He's got to bury that chance. João Mario now with the corner. Whips it in. Vermiso, and it's headed over as well. I mean, we had to score that chance there from the right winger. It's another corner. João Mario. Otamendi, he knocks it wide. One of these chances just has to go in. Grimaldo, Chernobyl, Paulo Bernardo. We've got a few youngsters on the pitch, so performing this well with a couple youngsters is a bonus. Chernobyl, Diogo, the right back's on the overlap. The overlap was there, and Valentino Lazaro has no composure inside the box. What is going on? We can't even get our shots on target at the moment. Otamendi, good defensive header there. We're having issues getting our chances on target. Otamendi sees that ball. That's a great pass. Chernobyl. It's an easy save. Easy save for Diogo Costa. How we are 0-0 in this game, I do not know. Chernobyl. Darwin Nunes. Oh my God. He's offside anyway. It's another corner. João Mario whips it in. Good defensive header out. Otamendi. Verissimo. Darwin Nunes. That's a decent block. That is a decent block. João Mario with the corner, whips it in. Vermicio, oh my God. Is this being for real? Otamendi, Paulo Bernardo, Diogo Gonçalves. We've got a great chance to get in that 1-0 ahead at half-time. Bernardo, oh, it's blocked. Lazaro just running with it, another shot, blocked. Otavio, Medi now. Oh, that's a poor pass. Otamendi sent off. We have a player sent off. I don't believe this. I actually don't believe this. Goalkeeper comes out and claims it. I honestly don't believe this. How we're not 1-0 up and now we're a man down is madness. Valentino, Diogo Gonzalez, Lazaro. Diogo again, just running down the flank. Darwin Núñez. The referee has stopped play. Is it a penalty to Benfica? It looks like it's a penalty. I mean, this is going to help us massively, but to be fair, we should be 1-0 up already. Decision, penalty awarded. Darwin Núñez steps up. He steps up. He steps up. He misses. Of course he does. Of course he does. Seriously, Football Manager. Seriously. I don't believe this. I honestly don't believe what's going on. Grimaldo chops him down. That is a professional chop. Nothing's going in. This keeper's saving everything. I don't believe this game. Morata. Oh my God. This is a madness. I can't believe this. There's a highlight every 5 minutes. There's a highlight every 5 minutes, but apparently, after scoring so many goals, we can't score in this game for some odd reason. Everton, João Mario now. Grimaldo. Paulo Bernardo. João Mario. Darwin Núñez, the danger man. Diogo with the overlap from Valentino Rossi. Valentino Rossi, what am I talking about? It's a... Oh my God. Ah, this is an absolute rip-off, man. That was always going to happen. That's a rip-off. Oh my God, it's 2-1! Drama! I've literally was so angry. Oh my days, guys, I was so angry how the game was going. And we've won the game. What happened? I literally just zoned out. I literally zoned out. Completely because of oh my days, we won the game. We won the game. Oh my days. Oh my, I mean, that is drama. Like that's streaming drama. That is madness. But that's one game out of the way. I can't believe we just won that game. Well, I can believe it because we should have won it, but at the same time, I literally zoned out. I knew we equalized, but that I can't lie, I was not happy. But let's get stuck into this European final. That game was madness. Let's get stuck into that European final. Oh my God, that game was absolute stress. I literally zoned out thinking, oh my God, I can't believe this. I was waiting for full time just to tell everyone how angry I was. If you're part of my streams, then you know that's a normal thing. But I was going to just literally say how angry I was. I didn't even care about the equalizer. And the next minute, I saw another blinking goal. Let's get stuck into this European final where we are playing against Milan. This is going to be the side, I believe. Now, let's get stuck into this game. Why is it so zoomed in? What is going on? Oh, wrong. Paulo Bernardo, Grimaldo. Ooh. Zlatan, big Zlats. Take him down. Take down big Zlats. Brahim Zlatan. Frank Kessie, Simon Kier. Bakayoko. Oh, this is nice football by Milan. This is nice football by Milan. Oh. Come on, boys. Someone's got to put a foot in. Someone has to put a foot in, man. Come on, boys. Florenzi, Bakayoko, Simon Kier. Intercepted, Diogo. Go on, son. Oh, unlucky. Unlucky. Safe hands. Has Everton on the ball now. Plays it back to our centre-back. To Otamendi. Julian Weigl. Oh, it's a decent enough ball to Diogo. Whip that side. Darwin Núñez. Ooh. Come on, boys. Goalkeeper kicks along as well. Nice and composed from our centre-back, Grimaldo. Paulo Bernardo. But even playing Bernardo in midfield still. Grimaldo. Julian Weigl. Darwin comes deep to collect the ball. Everton, you're through, son. Weigl. Oh, what a save! I hope my goalkeeper can make a save like that in this game. What a save. Here comes Valentino now. Julian Weigl. Oh, that's a poor cross. I don't know why he's rushed to cross that. Valentino now. Diogo, whip that. Rafa! Oh, it's another good save. How many times are keepers going to make a good save against us? Diogo whips in the corner and it's headed over the bar. It honestly feels like every goalkeeper just has a blinding game. We've so far had 67 or 61% of... Why did I get 67? Diogo now. Rafa on the ball. Ah, come on, boys. We're starting to lose our way a little bit now. Here comes Tio. All by himself. Good defending. Can we make it to halftime at 0-0? Paulo Bernardo. Julian Weigl. Darwin Núñez. He skips through. He's through. Oh, yes, it's 1-0. Come on. Benfica going to lift up the European trophy as well as the league. Oh, it's great defending, but the ball kindly falls to Diogo Gonçalves. I've said his name in 7 different ways. We all know who we're talking about, though. It is 1-0 at half. Oh, no. 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 Don't give away pen. No. Yes. Come on, boys. We're in 1-0 at half time. We've had the better chances. We've had more of the ball. We have been the better team. Uh-oh. Just smashed my chest and plugged out my headphones. I mean, Milan are going to come out fighting in this half, so the game is far from over. Frank Kessie, Rafael Leao, Theo. Our winger just doesn't get back. That's the most annoying thing about having attacking wingers. They hardly track the wing back, their fullback, which is fairly annoying. Paulo Bernardo, Diogo, Darwin Núñez. Benfica are on it today. Lazaro pulling it out wide. Oh, it's almost made pass. Darwin Núñez and comfortable catch by Mike Maignan. I'm even scared to make a sub. Oh. Bakayoko, header over. I'm even scared to make a sub just in case it changes too many things. Valentino Lazaro plays it to... Oh, come on. That's an easy throw-in, man. Zata's going to win that header all day. Yes, Veremiso. Well done. Grimaldo. Julian Weigl. Or Weigl. That's a ball. That is nice possession by Benfica. Darwin Núñez is making a run for the middle. Oh, he scored. He scored. 1-0 is never a nice position to be in. The concentration, the focus levels have to be... Don't kick it long, please. Don't kick it long. Played. The focus levels have to be really, really high. Valentino. Darwin, lay it off to Bernardo. Oh, he's tried it. Unlucky. I see that eye there. Valentino now. Diogo. Julian Weigl. Otamendi. Nice possession here by Benfica. Look at the football, son. It's champagne. Oh, I thought he was going to go towards the goal. Darwin Núñez and straight to the keeper's hand. I mean, Benfica are in their groove. That was nice football, but I thought the player there could have ran towards goal rather than Giroud, another target man. One target man for another. Great defending by Lazaro. So I'm in. Oh, no. Tio Hernandez steps over the free kick. It hits the wall, but it goes to Oliver Giroud. Back to Tio. On his weaker foot. Oh no, stronger foot. I thought he was going to drive down the byline with his right foot. I mean, one of our defenders has got to get to him quicker there, man. It's another. Oh, it's a free kick to Benfica. I can't watch the last 10 minutes of this game. Oh, we're losing the ball in silly places now. Look, we're just giving the ball away now. Being silly. Ah, everything's going for them. Look, they're going to equalise. Good save. Come on, we're being silly with the possession now, man. Let's slow down the tempo, maybe. We're being a bit silly in possession, just literally just kicking the ball forward to anyone. This is the slower tempo now. This is the slower tempo. Darwin Núñez is through on goal. He's got to score that. Come on, Darwin. How could a man that scored over 50 goals miss that? It's madness. He hasn't scored in 2 of the games that we played. Everton. Grimaldo. Play it through. Ah, damn it. Yes, that's nice anyway. That's nice anyway. Rafa, Grimaldo. Come on, this is our chance to wrap this game up. Darwin. Oh. This is our chance. This is our chance. Lazaro. Oh, this guy cannot shoot to save his life. Win this, please. I don't think we've won a single header against Giroud or Zlatan, which is fairly annoying. They've got to lose at least one. Come on. Valentino. Let's not call him Rossi this time. Otamendi. Valentino. Diogo. Drives past that fullback. Poor defending, but here's Rafa. Oh, good defending. Good defending by Florenzi there. Come on, let's wrap this game up. Diogo with a corner. It's falling to Rafa. It's falling to Otamendi. The champions. The European champions. The European champions. Let's do it again. The European champions. The European champions. Come on, boys. Come on. We absolutely deserve that. We absolutely deserve that win. Here we are, European champions. Well, it's the Europa Cup. I'm saying European champions like it's the Champions League. It's the Europa Cup. Europa Cup champions. We have 2 trophies in the bag. Well done, boys. And thank you, everyone, for turning up and watching this video. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I hope you have, guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Let's get out of the celebrations. We all know what. Champion. I'm way too happy for a tactic testing video. Way too excited. But thank you guys for joining. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Try this tactic out. Even if it's not the exact same tactic, you can just replicate it or recreate it and do slight differences for yourself. So even in central midfielder, if you don't like the central midfielder on attack, if you think it's a bit too much, you can go for a Mazzala, or you can go for a box-to-box midfielder and tell him to get further forward, move into the channel so he's a little bit more offensive, and you can build your own great tactic. But thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys soon. Stay safe. Peace out. Again, if you have enjoyed my content, make sure you are subscribed, like the video, leave a comment, share it, all of that good stuff. Shout out to my Patreon members as well. I got some new content for you guys. Stay safe, stay tuned, stay blessed.